Hey guys, it is time to reveal the results of the potato experiment. I planted these potatoes about 3.5 months ago, and to begin with I started with 2 big potatoes and 2 small potatoes, did them in 2 separate grow bags. We'll go back and have a look at that footage now. Okay, so this is the start of my potato experiment. So you may remember I spoke about this in a few videos back, but I've got 2 gigantic potatoes here and 2 small to medium size potatoes. I'm going to plant the 2 small ones there, the 2 big ones there, in exactly the same soil, same conditions, same everything, and we're going to see what we get at the end after 3 months when they're ready to harvest. I'm hoping that by planting large potatoes, I finally get some large potatoes in return, but we'll see. So it's going to be a fun experiment to see what happens. So these grow bags are both empty, and I'm going to fill them up with soil, chicken manure, organic fertilizer, and see what happens. Let's get into it. So I'm going to put a bag each of mushroom compost in and see how much that fills it up. I don't need to fill it too much before I put the potatoes in, because you want them to kind of be about 1/3 of the way in so that they can grow roots. A lot of potatoes off the stem. So that's probably about half full now. So that's pretty good. So I'll pop the potatoes in now and I'll press them down into the dirt so they're kind of at the bottom. Pop the 2 big ones in here so you can see the eyes there on each potato. So we're going to pop the eyes pointing up and about that far apart, and press them right down to about there. And then the same on the other side. Okay, so you can see the eyes there. Looking quite good, perfect sized eyes on those. And we'll press them down into there. And now we'll top it up. I'm going to pop some chicken manure on top of those and some Cells 5-in-1 organic fertilizer, so they've got lots of food to eat, because potatoes are heavy feeders. So I'm just going to do a couple of shovelful. So 1, 2. Try and do the same on this side. 1, 2. Mix that in a little bit, just on the top layer there. And I'll do another bag of mushroom compost in each, and then I'll mix through the organic fertilizer. So I just need half that, and half that. Okay, and some fertilizer. Same again, I'll just do 2 shovel loads. Alright. Mix it around. Okay, I'll water that in, and then I'll put some sugarcane mulch on top. Okay, so the potatoes are in. We've got the large potatoes here and the small potatoes there. I'm gonna pop my potato label in the big container so we know that these are the large ones, these are the small. I'm gonna place them here so they get full sun all throughout the day. So they'll be in the same environment, they've got the same soil, same amendments, all exactly the same. And then we'll come back in 3 to 4 months and see what the results are. 3.5 months later now, and the potatoes have died back. So it's time to dig them up and see the results, to see whether we get big potatoes from growing big potatoes versus small potatoes. So let's see the results. So this is what they're looking like now after 3.5 months. So this was the large potatoes. I put this sign in here so I knew which ones were which. So they were the 2 large potatoes and these were the 2 small potatoes. So they are well and truly died off now. So let's tip these bags out and see what we got. Alright, so let's start with the small potatoes that we planted first. So I'm just gonna cut the dead bits off and scrape the mulch out, and then we'll tip it over and see what we got. So it looks like only one of these potatoes sprouted. So it'll be interesting, but the main goal of this experiment was to see if we would get larger potatoes from growing larger seed potatoes. So these weren't seed potatoes that I bought. These were just organic Tobago potatoes from the organic markets. So I'll bring you in closer. So it looks like there's some little ones sitting on top here already. So I'm going to pull this out and see if anything comes up. Okay, so that's not too bad. So we've definitely got some potatoes. So these are still on the stalk. So we've got some small ones to begin with there. Pop those in that one plate. And there's another one. And there's a baby one there. And then I might dig this. I might tip this out. There's another one. So not overly big so far. So I'll tip this out and see if there's any more in there. I haven't done anything special to these potatoes. I literally just planted, watered, left them. I did not fertilize during their growth cycle. I just added some rooster booster and stuff at the start, which we saw. So I've got lots of big worms in here, which is good. I've got some more of those white grubs, which if you saw my last video, I had a few of those in here. And the problem with those is they eat the roots of the plants once they've eaten all the organic matter. So it could be an issue with this. So lots of white stuff in here like this, which, is that mycelium? If someone could confirm, that would be amazing. I'm not actually finding any more potatoes in here. Surely that's not all we got. But it could be because I only planted 2 potatoes in that bag and I don't think one of them sprouted. So if that's all we got from one plant, that would make sense. That looks like the seed potato there. But that looks like that's it. That's all we got from the small potatoes that we planted. Or potato. Okay, let me pop all this soil back into the grow bag and we'll bring the other bag over, which contained the large potatoes, and see how that was. Okay, so this is pot number 2, grow bag number 2. And this was the one with the large potatoes because I marked it with my potato stake. So let's cut the tops off this. These have definitely died back and there's a lot more shoots more green growth in this bag than the other bag. So we will probably get more potatoes out of this bag, but the goal was to get large potatoes. So let's see how we did. So this was the one that we planted the larger seed potatoes in. And again, I did nothing special while these were growing. I did not fertilize. Exactly the same growing medium, everything exactly the same as the first grow bag, just larger size potatoes. The varieties were exactly the same, bought on the same day from the same markets. Alright, I'll bring you in closer so you can see what we've got already. So you can see here we've got a lot of shoots coming up from here. So that was obviously one, and then we've got another one over here. So I can see some potatoes here, so let's start with this smaller one. Okay, so we've got 2 potatoes there. I'll put these in a different basket so we know the difference between each one, so we can see whether we actually got bigger ones from this side. Okay, let's try this side now. So there's lots of stalks here. Lots of potatoes, but they are looking about the same size, if not smaller, some of them. Definitely more, but we did have 2 sprout rather than just 1. So there are the 2 sprouts. Ugh, yuck. There's the seed potato there. Ugh. You can see how big that potato was. Yuck. Another potato. Again, another one of those worms. So, not sure if they've eaten the roots, and that's why. But, I mean, we've got potatoes. They're just not large like I was hoping for. But, that is the whole idea of doing these experiments, is to see what we get. Alright, I might tip this bag out so we can go through it properly and have a look. The lizards like living in these grow bags. I always find one running away when I tip it out. There's a seed potato. Gross. Ugh. They're so squishy. Gross. Not that many worms in these grow bags, but they did have a lot of fresh compost put in there, so they might not have had time to get in. Who knows? But it's not looking like there's too many more in here. Oh, there's one. Or is that the seed? Blech, that's the seed. That's huge. Gross. I wish my potatoes grew that big. I would be very happy. But I have been told to fertilize with phosphorus and magnesium, which helps your potatoes grow big, because I had a lot of big green growth, which is lots of nitrogen, but that just does the stuff on top, the green leafy stuff. We want the roots to get really big, so we want the potatoes to get really big. So in that case, I need to fertilize with potassium, and just like you do with tomatoes, they need potassium and some magnesium to get big rather than nitrogen. So okay, so I think that's it for this container. So we definitely have more because we had 2 sprout, but they're about the same size, which is interesting. So let me scoop this up and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so the results are in. So From grow bag 1, which had the small potatoes, we got a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that is because only one potato sprouted. The other one must have rotted. So this is the size. That's probably the biggest one, which isn't too bad. It's edible. And from grow bag number 2, we got this many, which is double the amount of that one. But again, I think the other ones might be bigger. I think maybe that's the biggest, which is definitely smaller than the other one. So this is the result of the large potatoes that I planted, and look at the size of them. So conclusion is, it's definitely not the size of the potato that you plant that makes the difference. I think a lot of it has to do with fertilization. Growing potatoes in a subtropical climate here is quite difficult because it is quite warm. I'm going to plant some potatoes now, which is July, so we're in the coldest month now, and we'll see if we get better results from that. I've got some King Edward potatoes over there that I'm going to fertilize with some potassium and magnesium, and I'll show the results of that once that comes around, probably in another 6 to 8 weeks. So yes, I'm glad. I wanted to know if that would make a difference, and now I know. So you don't need to plant large potatoes to get large potatoes. I think there's a lot of other factors involved. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.